Hello, wonderful people. Welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back information on the happenings where they happen for Biafra land. Information reaching us is that IPOB members has been kindled to anger and they have decided on what to do. Meanwhile, before I will bring you the full information of this detail, if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, please go ahead and hit the subscription button, the like button, the share button, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first to collect it. That's the only way you can support the good work that we are doing for the good people of Biafra on this wonderful channel. Let's go down to the news proper. Kanu'S health condition: we have maintained the path of peace followed by every legal process, but Nigerian government insists on violence as the only option. IPOB writes AU, UN, EU, Ecowas, and the world in general. Kanu'S health condition: we have maintained the path of peace, followed every legal process, but the Nigerian government insists on violence as the only option. IPOB writes AU, UN, EU, Ecowas, and the world. We are no longer comfortable with illegal detention of our leader and the global silence, IPOB laments. With the global movement and family of the indigenous people of Biafra, ably led by our indefatigable liberator, Nnamdi Kanu, express our displeasure on the silence of United Nations, UN, European Union, African Union, and Ecowas as Nigeria grossly disobeys local and international laws regarding the unconditional release of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. We are saddened as international community watch in silence as the health of our leader deteriorates in solitary confinement dungeon of the Nigerian government, where he has been held illegally and unlawfully against all UN and Nigerian court orders for almost 2 years. That the world should also know that Justice Haruna Tizani, who corruptly granted an order asking government not to obey the Court of Appeal judgment to release Nnamdi Kanu in the guise of stay of execution, which is unknown to our judicial system, in the same persons chairing the panel of Presidential Election Petition Tribunal in Nigeria. How sure are we that justice will prevail in Nigeria? Anytime his case is coming up, either here in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, the Nigerian government will sponsor multiple killings in the southeast so as to ascribe it to the IPOB, and people will see IPOB as a terrorist organization. Both his application to transfer him to Kuje Correctional Center and application for his bail were all ripped for hearing, but Supreme Court failed to hear them and give bench ruling showing that they are being controlled by the Fulani government. Recall that in June 2021, Nnamdi Kanu was abducted, detained, and tortured in an undisclosed private residence in Kenya by Nigerian secret agents. After 8 days, he was blindfolded and extraordinary rendition to Nigeria under gunpoint in a chartered flight by the Nigerian government. He was arraigned in court blindfolded without legal representation. Irrespective of all these high levels of provocation, IPOB has remained peaceful and chose the path of the law to seek justice for our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. In July 2021, the UN Working Group on Arbitration ordered the government of Nigeria to unconditionally release the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra with payment of adequate compensation. On October 13, 2022, the Appeal Court of Nigeria quashed all pending charges, discharged and acquitted our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. The same appeal court barred Nigerian government from arresting, detaining, or arraigning him in any court for similar offences. A similar judgment was given in favor of Nnamdi Kanu by Umuahia High Court on October 26, 2022. The Umuahia High Court ruled that the abduction and extraordinary rendition of Nnamdi Kanu was unlawful. The court ordered Nigerian government to return him back to Kenya, apologize, and pay him 1 billion naira as compensation. The Nigerian government has flagrantly disobeyed all these court orders, including UN orders. That shows that the Nigerian government is a pariah, that where the rule of law is no longer obtainable. We believe that the Nigerian government wants our leader to die in detention. It is also possible that DSS has given him a slow-acting poison, which is why his health keeps deteriorating to eventually kill him. In what we consider a conspiracy to kill our leader, the Nigerian Supreme Court, the Constitutional Court, refused to entertain an appeal from Nnamdi Kanu'S lawyers over his deteriorating health. Instead, the Apex Court gave wicked-long adjournment of 4 months to an innocent man that appeal court justice have discharged and acquitted. In all these human rights and court abuses, there seems to be a conspiracy, silence among international organizations and her affiliate human rights organization. Nnamdi Kanu'S continues illegal detention and torture even after UN Working Group has ordered his release, like Nigeria Appeal Court discharge and acquit him, shows that Nigeria is now above the local and international laws. Maybe Nigeria is no longer a signatory to the above international organization, or that these organizations have been lobbied to turn a blind eye to justice as it concerns Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen, and Biafra. The international conspiracy of silence is ensued when millions of Biafrans were massacred during 1967 to 1970 by the then British and Nigerian government. That genocide remained the second bloodiest genocide after the Jewish Holocaust. Such atrocity cannot be allowed to be repeated. In this era of social media and constant availability of news, we cannot allow Britain and Nigerian media propaganda to subvert the truth. We shall tell our own true stories to the world. As the health of our leader Nnamdi Kanu continues to deteriorate and the Nigerian government refuses to obey lawful orders and the world maintains this criminal silence, the indigenous people of Biafra will do all within their powers to ensure that the leaders does not die in detention. Freedom to Nnamdi Kanu is the freedom of the entire black race. Nnamdi Kanu is not a criminal, he is not a terrorist, nor has he been associated with Nigerian treasury looting, which Nigerian politicians are known for. His only crime is a demand for the freedom of the oppressed Biafrans from Nigeria. Self-determination is an inalienable right of indigenous peoples under the UN Charter. The Nigerian government is persecuting Nnamdi Kanu for holding a different political view in his demand for a Biafra referendum and self-determination. We are telling the international community and African Union in particular not to blame IPOB for whatever becomes the aftermath of Nigeria's continuous disobedience to both local and international laws in the case of Nnamdi Kanu. Now, we want the world to understand that IPOB is peaceful but understands our right of self-defense. The gentleness of a tiger should not be taken as cowardice. Those who make peaceful revolution impossible make violent revolution inevitable. Our prayers are that the Nigerian government will do the needful on their time, because if our leader fails in the hands of Nigeria, then Nigeria and her leaders will fall in the hands of Biafra. My people, this one is coming from Comrade Imapafu, the Media and Public Secretary of the Indigenous People of Biafra. My people, I don't see as it the hot for today. The indigenous people of Biafra has decided that they are going to take action if Nigerian government continues to detain their leader in the DSS detention. Of course, you know that Nnamdi Kanu's health has deteriorated seriously within the past months. Of course, you know that he has been detained in the DSS detention for close to 2 years now, and you also know that the court, the appellate court, has also discharged and acquitted him and quashed all charges that were preferred against him. But the Attorney General of the Federation, Malami, took up the case on behalf of Nigeria to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court stayed the judgment of the Appellate Court and decided that the judgment of the Appellate Court will not hold. And now, because of that, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, MNK Ahmadike 1 of Ndibo, is still in the DSS detention, and it seems that the patience of the IPOB members are running out, and that is why they have written to the UN, the EU, and other world organizations. Meanwhile, if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, please go ahead and hit the subscription button, the like button, the share button. Please subscribe to our channel. That is the only way you will be able to support us on the wonderful work we are doing for you on this channel. God bless you for listening. Thank you.